What is up? So, alright, got a little more things done. Um, some of the things that are on the plan for today is this. Some stickers to go over that. I'm probably going to take that all off again, clean the back half of it, try and get the green off. So when I stick these on, yeah, everything will show through. I'm debating on doing red or blue lights on the inside, not 100% which ones yet. I decided I'm going to go back to a stock one. So I'm going to get rid of this red one and I'm going to cut that in. I think I said that last time. But one of the big things I did so far is this. It's just the beginner stages. I said I was going to do it. Well, I got it cut and I just got it self-tapped in 3 places. So there's a whole lot I got to do, but this is it. So I just got it kind of lined up roughly with the sport bumper edge. Because of going off-road, my support bumper brace underneath wasn't very good. It was all bent up and damaged. So I will be making new braces underneath to support the bottom half down there and to support the sides better. Right now they're kind of just jerry-rigged. It's not perfect right now. Now the holes that are right down in there on the sport bumper, I will be sanding that down and fiberglassing it. I know it's not going to be structural, but it's just enough to stick that bumper to and give me something to fiberglass around the top and body fill and Bondo and all that. I will be using 3M body panel adhesive to adhere it. So it will stick to this, but as you can see, that bumper moves. It's kind of jerry-rigged, as you can see. Now for this gap, I'm getting 3M rigid automotive foam, and I'm gonna fill in this whole gap in between the two. Kind of hard to see, but I'm going to be filling that in, and I'm going to spray extra so it kind of comes out here. I'm going to cut it even with the line, round it off with that, and then probably when I get this all smoothed out, all flat, I'm going to fiberglass over it and then blend it in so it's smooth. Like I said, I had to cut the supports out. So this could sit back in. So I will be connecting new supports and running a piece down along the bottom, and then probably bringing a piece up through here and connecting it back to the steel bumper of the Sport. I will be putting a mesh piece in there, and if I make my supports right, I will be mounting probably LED pods or the Mishimoto projector fog lights. I will be getting one-piece headlights also, and I'll be putting in projectors into those too. The hood and everything will be getting painted soon. I still have a lot of work ahead. I'm kind of just moving along with things that I have for the money. But that's it so far. So let me get ahead. Let me do the gauges. Let me fiberglass that in so I can let that sit up, and I'll come back in a little bit. All right, guys. So I finished it. This is what I have so far. There's the gauges. Boy, that was a pain. Basically what they are is they're just decals, printable decals, that they're see-through. So I cleaned it up and put it on. They were not easy. I had to keep holding it up to the light to make sure they were lined up right. And for the most part, they're good. I think maybe the fuel, you could see a little bit of the black on the one side. And I think maybe with the temperature too. But for the most part, they're good. I was trying to clean off like the green behind it so that when I get red LEDs, it didn't mess with the tint, but I was completely unable to. Everything I have in stock, I tried and nothing worked. But like I said, so I got that. And then if you noticed that little dot there, and there was one over there and one off to that side there, I just put some black acrylic paint in there to where you can't see it. So overall, not too bad. I think my gauge is still a little tweaked. I gotta line them up better because it kind of looks crooked, but I can't really tell 100%. And then with the bumper, like I said, I was going to fiberglass it over the openings. I didn't really fiberglass. I just used a fleece with fiberglass resin, just because it was cheaper and easier, and it's really nothing for structural. It's so that when I put in the 3M rigid foam, it just doesn't fill back up into a cavity. It keeps it in right between the two bumpers. But it's in there now. It's dry. I just don't have time today. I have to get out of here pretty soon to sand it all down, but I'll sand it all down nice and smooth. And yeah, so that's what it looks like again. Yeah, let me shut the hood so you get the full effect. There you go. But I mean, overall, not bad looking. Like I said, I still gotta level it up and do all that. But overall, looks pretty good. Side note, I don't know, I didn't make a note of it earlier. On my last video, I said I was gonna put on 4th gen mirrors, rear ones. And I attempted it. And I'll throw some photos up in. The problem with it was, on the 4th gen, the back half of it, the part closer to the window, that part is actually sunk in compared to the front half of it. So I got it level, and you're seeing the photo here, that I got it decently smooth, that if I would have just used some like fiber Bondo or glass Bondo, I could have got it in there, smoothed it all out, did it really good, and it really wouldn't have looked that bad. Not worse than any of the Chinese ones, in my opinion. But the catch was, because I wasn't willing to cut the door, well, I still got to fill in some holes, or clean them up better. But since I wasn't willing to put in the door, cut the door, and sink in that one side, the angle wasn't right. And if you've ever seen a 4th gen and any other one, the mirrors are angled back, where mine were coming straight out. It basically made them unusable. Looked cool, but completely unusable. I had to have them so far turned in all the way just to see barely anything. And it was just, it was unusable. So I will have to break down and buy some 2nd gen clones, 4th gen clones. But I'm looking around for the right ones now. Some of them have the base like the regular tow mirror, where it's like thick and kind of sticks out. And if I'm gonna pay for ones made for a 2nd gen, I don't want it to be thick. I kind of want it to be flat, flush, a little closer to stock than, or stock 4th gen style, than bulgy and stick out. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But that's really it for so far. Next week, I'm gonna try and figure out how I'm gonna brace this. Like I said, I got a brace down around here because I cut that. The piece of pipe that went over was bent. I cut the bottom of it off and cut the bottom here. Now, I did not cut the main support. The main support and bumper is still intact. It comes about over to here. Comes down to here. But this part I did cut out of the steel bumper underneath. It was already bent and damaged from off-roading. So that kind of sucks, but I'm going to bring a piece of pipe down or a piece of metal down under, bring it around, and then bring a piece back up here to connect it, so that will all be solid and stable, so it won't bounce around on the highway. Like I said, I will be sanding the whole thing. I'll be getting it smooth, working from the center out, getting it to the right way, applying 3M body adhesive, and then using 3M rigid body automotive foam to really make it to where it's nice and sturdy. Might even put some around the supports I do in the bottom, so I'm just going to hold it in there a little bit better. I will then cut it smooth, spray foam there, build that out, fiberglass that in too, and yeah, it should be good. Should hold. Should look good. Once I get done with that, I gotta fix a few other things. Alright guys, well if you like the video, like, subscribe, and share. Anything helps. Just trying to keep growing this channel and show you the build as I move along. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Take it easy.